wonderful majestic souls of YouTube. My name is Dan. This is my channel, That Good Tarot, where we do timeless readings for anyone with any placements. So if you've found your way here, I do believe there is a message in here for you. However, if you don't resonate with this reading, that's cool, that's chill. Go check out my channel. There are so many other readings there, and I'm sure you'll find something that fits you. Let's get into it. Here at That Good Tarot, we do readings based around and focused on your highest good from universe, source, your guides, anyone who might be looking over you at this time or in general. If love comes through, if situationships come through, I'm not going to stop those things from coming through. However, that's not like our main focus. Our main focus is the messages that you need to hear for your highest growth. So let's do it. Universe, please, insight, information. What does this beautiful, golden, good collective need to know on this day? Okay. We have the Page of Swords, Queen of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune. There are a lot of pathways that are presented to you at this time. And it kind of comes from this place of you doing things. There's a lot of action, there's a lot of doing going on in your life, and I feel like either you or someone around you has played a major role in healing a part of yourself. There's been a massive transformation going on within you. There's been a massive amount of healing, a massive amount of action that is coming from that, and it's opening up different paths for you, which is a really interesting start. Let's dig into the cards to see what they individually mean. Universe, please give us some insight into this Page of Swords energy. What action is being taken? What action needs to be taken? 1, 2. Sorry, excuse that. My microphone stopped working for a moment and it is still doing it. I'm sorry. And let's hope we don't have an incident like that again. Now let's get back into that Page of Swords energy. Universe, please, insight information into this Page of Swords energy. What does this collective need to know about action that they have taken, or if not, that they need to take here? Okay, 3 cards, thank you. All right, we're going to take a 4th card out here as well. Don't usually take a 4th card, but it was screaming. All right, we have the Moon, the Chariot, the King of Cups. There has been a dark night of the soul somewhere for you where you've had to do a lot of soul searching, a lot of digging up, a lot of... yeah, your whole world kind of flipped. Everything changed in terms of what you thought about yourself, what you knew to be real, what you thought about the relationships in your life and the people surrounding you. And I feel like everything was just turned upside down. And after that, you did something really, really brave, and that was move forward and move on. I do feel like there is this King of Cups energy here. There is, and we have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups here. I do feel love coming into this reading. I do feel like there is a partnership, there is a friendship here, whether that is a platonic, that could be romantic. For some of you, I'm sensing that it is, but they may have been a great assistance to you when it came to you healing, to you moving forward. If that is the case, I'm feeling a very good energy from this King of Cups. Now, it might be just an aspect of you. It might be a teacher. It might be a good influence. Whatever that happens to be, this has been a really, really important part of you moving forward. I feel like for some of you, it would have been someone who helped you rewrite some narratives around what was going on around you. Maybe if you were in a situation where you were highly gaslit, maybe that was someone to just kind of like help you deprogram a little bit. Someone who is like, I don't think that's right. I don't think that what they said was true. I think that you were acting appropriately in that situation. For some of you, I do feel like that might have also just been a really, really good friend who was that base for you, that person to come back to kind of set you straight and recalibrate you from your mind being messed up from all these other things. And that has really helped you move forward a lot. I love that. I love that energy. Now, if you are not in this place, know that this is what is coming to you. So take note of these people that are helping ground you, helping center you. You need to be surrounding yourself by people who are centering you, who are helping you in your journey, who believe in you, who make you feel safe. That is really, really important. Make sure and really take note. Do the people that I'm around make me feel safe? Do they make me feel welcome? Do they make me feel valued? Because if not, those are not your people. And it shouldn't take you proving that you are valuable and worthy of that for that to occur. So don't think that you need to do something or prove something to suddenly get that status of value around people. If you are around those types of people, they are not your types of people. You shouldn't be proving your worth to anyone. You are worthy just as you are, as you exist. You inherently are worthy. You inherently are valuable just for you being exactly as you are now. And if the people you are around make you feel like you have to prove yourself or change yourself or come through some significant something, I don't know, I feel like there's this energy of like, I need to be better because these people don't, have a low opinion of me and I want to prove them wrong. And that might be the case. You might feel like people have a incorrect opinion of you and you want to prove them wrong. You can do that if you want to. If you want to be like, you think I can't do this? I can totally do this. That's fine. But don't spend time with those people. You can still prove those people wrong and be strong, sufficient, smart, talented, beautiful. You can be all those things. But what you don't have to be is near them at all. This is boundary setting stuff. You don't have to compromise on you proving your worth, but you don't need to prove it to them to get something from them. Yeah. I feel like I've explained it around a couple times. Okay, we have that other card that came out as well. That is the Page of Wands. There is a high level of focus for you going on right now. I feel like you have gone through this, and if you are either in this state or you're being called to jump into the state, high level focus on your creativity, on what it is that you're making, what it is you're creating, what it is you're building. That is what you're moving forward on. That is what you are taking action on. And we also have the Wheel of Fortune still coming up. So we're going to get into which pathways are before you when it comes to focusing on those things. But let's get into this Queen of Cups card. Universe, please give us some insight and information into the Queen of Cups energy. Okay. We have the Queen of Swords, Strength, the Nine of Wands. Okay, big theme here is setting boundaries. Big theme coming up here as well is setting boundaries, as well as the Strength, as well as the Queen of Swords. I just see you elevating. Like right at the start of this reading, it was this dark place that you came out of, that you pushed your way out of, and you did have some assistance, some people, some environment to help ground you, help center you, help pull you out. So if you are still in a dark place and you need that help coming out, there are, like, the universe is putting people, is putting environments around you to help recenter you. Notice them and trust them, because they're going to be the things that are pulling you out. The things that aren't going to be pulling you out is the place that you have been. The place that you are stuck in is not going to help pull you out. That place doesn't need you to leave, but you need to leave that place. And there are these tiny little things coming towards you to just like pull you out, to bring you into a new state, to bring you into a new circle, into a new job, into new friendship groups. That is where you, like, sorry, I'm jumbling my words. For some of you, you have been through that. You have been in this situation where you have moved into a different circle, moved into a new job, moved into a new apartment, whatever the case may be. You have moved into that new place and that action is being taken. Like, you really are becoming the authority in your life. You are being the parent to yourself that you have always needed. And you have found a unification within yourself, found your inner strength, found your inner voice. And a lot of that is through boundaries. And I'm here to validate that that's exactly the journey that the universe intended for you to go through. And you could only go through that having gone through the darkness that you went through before. So know that Yes, it's hard work. Yes, it was painful, but it was absolutely necessary for you to be able to find that strength, find that inner voice. Without that, you would not have become the centered, healed person that you are now. And I know that can be really hard to hear when it was such a painful thing to happen. That's how we get strong. Things have to rip and tear and then heal again in order to get stronger. It's how muscles are built. That's how our spirit is built. Yeah. It is a gift to experience these things. Without experiencing sadness, we would not be able to experience joy. I don't know why I was so called to say that, but I was. So I hope that reaches whoever needed to hear that. But on top of that, boundaries. We need to be setting boundaries. I feel like for a lot of you, you have this beautiful, nourishing energy that a lot of people love. A lot of people are so attracted to. And not only are good people attracted to it, but the wrong types of people are also attracted to it. Like, they will see it first. They will see it so quickly, and they will come to you and they will drain you of your beautiful energy. Notice who is refilling your cup just as much as you are filling theirs. Really, really notice that. Who do you leave feeling drained, and who do you leave feeling recharged, excited? I think you will be surprised by the answers to that question. I don't think it's going to be the people that you want it to be that are leaving you drained. I think for some of you, you might be like, oh, I just had a really long day at work. Or really just did this, really just did that. And that might be the case, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes these people are leaving you drained. Notice that, because they sure as heck notice your beautiful energy and the way it leaves them feeling good. You should notice how people are leaving you. That's really important for you right now. And then start setting some boundaries around that. Wheel of Fortune. Okay. Universe, please. What I'm getting is that, like, this journey and the practice of you setting boundaries is two vital things that need to happen before you set out on this new path, before you move forward on your journey. These are two things that you need to have in your belt, because if you don't, you will be put into some potentially, I'm not going to say bad situations. They're not going to be bad situations. They're situations that are going to have to teach you to grow even more. They're going to be more growth situations that are going to be teaching you that lesson again. And you're going to need to keep learning that lesson, and it's going to be hard. Or we can learn that lesson now, start setting those boundaries. All right. Wheel of Fortune. Universe, please. Insight and information. Wheel of Fortune energy. What lies ahead? What lies ahead for this beautiful Good Tarot collective? Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Thank you. Ace of Swords, the Hermit, 6 of Swords. Okay. You will be traveling. You will be going places. You will be doing things. Absolutely. I am getting that not only do you need a lot of time to, I see you practicing. That's what I see. I see a lot of alone time practicing or studying or researching, but it's a lot of alone time. There are 3 key things. Oh, universe getting business minded again. Okay, so let's just sum up 2 things that you need to take with you before you go into this journey, and that is the lessons that you learned from moving through that darkness of listening to yourself. The second thing, setting boundaries around who makes you feel drained. 2 key things that you need to have going with you. Listen to yourself and set boundaries. Now, the 3 things that you are going to need, like, embarking on your path as you move forward, these are the key things that you need to be doing and be aware of. Taking action. you're speaking out, you're speaking first, you're starting that conversation. If you are thinking about applying for jobs, if you are networking, now I personally don't like the term networking. It freaks me out a little bit. It makes me nervous. It makes me feel just a little bit icky. So I like to reframe it as making friends, because at the end of the day, that is what you're doing. You are making friends. You are trying to build relationships with people so that you can utilize each other's resources, each other's connections. And that only works when you have a genuine relationship there. And you should be fostering that genuine relationship. So I just refer to it as making friends, because to me, that's a lot easier than networking. But you need to be starting those conversations. You need to start practicing having those conversations. Just being like, hi, how are you? I'm this, I do this. What do you do? What have you been doing? What's your area of expertise? Like, just get into those conversations. Where did you learn that? That's amazing that you can do that. Like, where would I go if I wanted to learn something like that? And whereabouts are you reaching out to? Like, it's just, there are some questions that are open-ended that you can start to draw the strength and the courage to get into the practice of saying it. Just get into the practice. It gets easier every single time. Like, I can tell you, like, when I first did my first tarot reading, I was a whole jumble of words, and it's still a jumble of words, but I'm more comfortable with it, and I'm more okay with it, and people are okay with it too. People are okay with you not being perfect. People like you more if you're not perfect, because people, like, perfection's unapproachable. It's not real, you know? So relax. Practice the craft of reaching out to people, of talking to people, knowing that you are worthy of sharing yourself with people. What you are working towards is worthy of other people getting on board what you're doing, getting on the you train and coming on the journey with you. You are worthy of that. What you are doing is worthy of that. Start conversations with people. Research, practice. Like, if you are a performer, a creative, if you are a writer, if you are starting a business and you're doing research, like, so much on the back end of things, like, you really need to make sure that you are preparing every single thing so that when you do go into the situations, like, it's one thing to make sure you have all of your numbers or your work or your art or your performance perfected. That's important. But what's also really important is making sure that, like, a lot of that preparation just makes you more confident. It puts you into situations where you feel like you can throw anything at me and I'm going to have the answer. You can put me on any stage at any moment and I'm going to be able to do what I do because my body knows how to do it, because I've practiced. That is why we research. That is why we plan. That is why we prepare. It's so that you can go into new situations not knowing what's going to happen, but you know that you've prepared for it. It's just for that extra boost of confidence. It's going to help you so much. Let yourself have that time. Love yourself enough to be like, I deserve to put this work in for me. Know that every time that you're doing that, you're working hard for you. Love yourself so much that you're like, I'm going to give this to you. Every time you work hard for yourself, you are giving yourself a gift. That is a huge act of self-love. Self-care is working on something for you. So when you're in those moments and you're researching, like, treat it like it is a massive act of self-love, because that's what it is. I love you so much. You are so worthy of the future that you want, that I'm going to sit down, I'm going to do this. We're going to do 2 solid hours of preparation and research. I'm going to prepare my speech over and over again. I'm going to do it this many times. You know why? Because I love me. I love me. I know that I want myself to feel so confident walking up to these situations, to these people, trusting that I've done everything that I can for them. That's self-love. That's the self-love and self-care that people often don't talk about, but that is a massive act of self-love that you can do to make sure that when you're going places, when you're doing things, because you're going places, like, you are going, you're gone, like, you're already gone. You're just waiting for it to happen now. It's already happened. It's just like, it's set in stone. It's happened. The universe has already transpired. Those things are happening. There is nothing stopping that from happening. except you need to just make sure that you can enjoy it the most by, we're always going to feel a little bit nervous, a little bit maybe unsure about how things are going to play out, and we can help alleviate that as much as possible by just preparing. And you might not even use all of the things that you researched and practiced. You might not even use all of that, but it will change the energy of how you show up, because you know that if you needed to, you could. If you needed to, you could. They could throw anything at you. And I'm like, oh, I can absolutely. You'll be the first person to put your hand up and be like, oh, I can do that. Yeah. And you never have to sit in a situation and be like, oh my God, what am I going to do? No, not one time, not one single time, because you loved yourself enough and care about yourself enough to practice. Okay. I'm going to move on to the Oracle cards now, because that was a long ramble. I hope that hit home for one of you. Universe, please, last wisdom, last guidance words for my beautiful Good collective. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I can't believe how quickly this channel has grown in such a short amount of time, and I am so grateful for the energy here, like this energy that just wants that growth. That I love being in this energy. I'm really, really grateful. Okay. Oh, 3 cards. Let's go. 3 cards. Well, you know I love a 3 card. Okay. We have deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held. Listen to your body. Listen to yourself. If you have been, if you've been practicing a lot, or even if you haven't been practicing or preparing a lot, if for a day or more or less, an hour, your body says to you, I don't want to do anything, respect and love yourself enough to not do anything. Your body knows best at that point. We have answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Every single card coming out here is just like you. Listen to yourself. Listen to yourself. Have a conversation with yourself. Be engaged with yourself. The initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. 6 of Swords. What did I talk about? You're going somewhere. You're literally traveling somewhere. I can see you. I can see you with your roll of luggage, getting on a plane. Let me know if anyone's traveling anytime soon and they have roller luggage. Oh, that's everyone. Literally everyone has that, Dan. Yeah, there's going to be a big jump in your career. Huge. Something's coming. Even the imagery of this initiation here, we're going from the darkness into the light. You will be traveling somewhere. You will be doing things that you've never ever done before. So I'm going to reaffirm to you, prepare, practice. You are fully capable of everything that this new journey is going to throw at you. You wouldn't be given it if you weren't. But you can walk into those situations more confident, with a more assured energy, if you just put in that time, practice, prepare, research, do all the things just for you, just for your sake, so that you know that you can feel safe, that you've done everything that you've needed to do. Thank you so much for being with me, and I will see you next time.